Ilia Topuria absolutely chinned Do Bronx last night. He sent him straight to the Shadow Realm. That was unbelievable. That was complete and utter domination by Ilia Topuria. Wow. Where do I even start? After the knockout, I sat here blown away. I anticipated Ilia Topuria all the way up until the walkout that he was going to knock out Charles Oliveira with certainty, okay? 100% certainty. I walked into that fight knowing that Do Bronx was going to get chinned, and as soon as it happened, I still couldn't believe it. I sat here with my mouth wide open, okay? My jaw hit my dang table. My eyes were going in 180-degree, complete opposite directions. It was like a fucking line that just shot, my eyes just shot this way and that way. Dude, I couldn't believe it. Joe Rogan sat here, okay, 30 seconds before Ilia Topuria knocks out Charles Oliveira and tries to convince me that Charles is too big. Ilia hasn't fought anyone this big. Look at Charles. As soon as he grabs him, Ilia can feel it. He wants to get away immediately. Dude, Ilia comfortably dropped to the ground with Do Bronx. And then as soon as he checked his time, okay, as soon as he looked at his wrist and said, oh, crap, it's already halfway through the first round. Maybe I better knock this dude out. He knocked him out. I can't understand it. I literally cannot fathom and understand. He keeps telling me that he's going to knock out the legend, and then he knocks out the legend, and it doesn't make any sense. Okay, because I'm sitting here and I'm thinking to myself, well, this legend, there's no way he's going to get knocked out. There's absolutely no way. Alexander Volkanovski, no chance, no shot. You're knocking out Alexander Volkanovski unless you're Islam Makhachev. Boom. Down goes Alexander Volkanovski. All right, well, you got Volk. That was a lucky one. There is absolutely no way that you're going to drop and chin Max Holloway. Boom! Down goes Max Holloway. And then I had no choice. I had to pick Ilia Topuria, okay? There was no choice. You couldn't sit here and pick Do Bronx, and even if you did, you're retarded, okay? You're stupid. Why would you pick Charles Do Bronx to be Ilia Topuria? The man gets... I love Charles Do Bronx. I love Oliveira. Okay, don't get me wrong. I love me a little bit of Oliveira, and last night, if he would have won that belt, if he would have somehow leg lock submitted Ilia Topuria, I would have jumped out of my freaking seat and probably would have ran around my whole entire neighborhood yelling, Do Bronx, Charles Do Bronx, Charles Do Bronx, Oliveira. You know, I literally would have just been running up and down the like my street and just yelling that, trying to wake up as much as the neighborhood as possible. What are you yelling that for, Teo? What does Charlie mean? What does Do Bronx? Dude, you don't know? UFC 317 just happened, and Do Bronx just pulled off one of the gnarliest upsets in UFC history. Let's get it. That's what Do Bronx means. Do Bronx means pulling through for the boys back at home. Do Bronx means being the underdog and pulling through in the fucking firefight. Okay, we're firemen. We don't avoid the fire. We run into the fire. That is Charles Do Bronx Oliveira. But unfortunately, it wasn't last night. Ilia Topuria is a different breed. Ilia Topuria is like if you built the perfect fighter with an amazing ground game, enough to where he will drop down to the ground with the leading submission artist and one of the deadliest submission threats in UFC history. Okay, that's Ilia Topuria. Ilia Topuria is being able to drop, regardless of who the fuck you are and how granite of a chin you have. Ilia Topuria is the ability to drop you regardless of what the case scenario is. Ilia Topuria, and listen, before you go into the comments, okay, before I get a bunch of these guys coming into my comments and saying, man, what is this guy doing, bro? I mean, can you get it out of your mouth? This is insane glaze, man. What are you even talking about, bro? Is it up there already? Dude, shut up. Actually, shut up. Because number one, I don't think you're processing how insane this actually is. You don't just come in here and knock out legends back to back to back in under 2 rounds. Okay, I would understand if Ilia Topuria was going. He was having deep runs. He's getting late KOs, late submissions. You know, he's going through a little bit of adversity. Holy fuck, man. This guy is literally going through no adversity in basically all of his fights. Yeah, he lost the first round to Volk. Yeah, he lost the first round to Max because they touched him up a little bit. Did he lose the first round to Oliveira? No. And you know what's even crazier, bro? Ilia Topuria has literally come out and said that the weight cut is detrimental to him. It affects him too much. It's too big of a weight cut. Okay? Now take that as you will, but the way I see that is holy crap, bro. This guy was too big to cut weight at 145 pounds. He's fine at 155. All these people that were sitting here trying to tell me, dude, he's moving up a weight class. Joe Rogan on the freaking commentary. Oh, man, dude, Bronx is huge, bro. He's so big. How is Ilia Topuria going to deal with this? 30 seconds later, dude, Bronx is on the floor already chinned. Out cold. Okay? Turned off his lights not even 25 seconds later after that was said. Ilia is a different breed. Oh, my God. And then don't even get me started with the post-fight interactions. Ilia Topuria calling out the division. Hey, I'll fight anyone. Arman Tsarukyan, I'll fight Arman, but does his back hurt? Yes! That is exactly what we need. We need animosity. We need these guys beefing. We need these guys going back and forth at each other. Dude, this is what the sport needs. This is what the sport has been lacking for years and years. These guys are coming in here and being too respectful. Hey, man, yeah, let's hug it out. And then let's kiss right before we go to war. And then after each round, let's hug it out again and kiss some more and make out a little bit in the middle and dap each other up like 13 fucking times. No! 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 Dude, drop bombs on that mother effer, okay? I want you knocking that guy out. I don't want you sitting here and being friendly with him. Bring me that Kobe Bryant mentality. Bring me that guy is my opponent. I need to kill him. I need to murder him. I need to finish him. He is trying to take food off of my family's plate, and I am not going to allow it to happen. This is the hunger that we need back in the UFC, and I don't even care if it's fake, okay? I don't even care if it's a little bit cringy and it's this and that, okay? I need this, bro, and the UFC needs it, and the fans need it because it gets us talking about the sport. It gets us hyped about matchups, okay? I'm beyond hyped up about Paddy the Baddy Pimblett versus Ilia Topuria more than I am about Arman Tsarukyan versus Ilia. You know, yeah, Ilia threw in a little dish shot. Oh, yeah, I'll fight him if his back doesn't hurt. Does he want to step in? Does his back hurt? Huh? Is his back good? Yes, dude. This is exactly what I need. Arman Tsarukyan lost the biggest opportunity of his life because of his back hurting. I need you to be rubbing that in like salt into a fucking wound. This is what I need. And we called out Paddy the Baddy Pimblett and said, hey, come in here. Let's have a fucking face-off. Let me face off with Paddy. Respect. Okay, there's respect between these two, but when they're facing off, there is no respect. There is no respect. Paddy said, good job. KO's Olives in a round. Obviously, you're going to have to tell Ilia Topuria good job after that one at Paddy. But this is what we need. We need these guys entering the octagon and facing off and building some sort of something, some sort of background, some sort of something to build these freaking fights, man. So we can put stuff in the promos, okay? When we're trying to sell Ilia Topuria and Paddy the Baddy, we can throw this in there. When we're trying to sell Arman Tsarukyan and Paddy or Ilia Topuria, we can throw that little segment of Ilia calling him out for his back. Hey, does your back hurt still, Arman? Start the promo off with something like that. Dude, this is what we need. And Dana afterwards, I saw him in the post-fight press. That wasn't the plan, man. I don't know who let Paddy the Baddy in there. That wasn't the plan. Dude, maybe it shouldn't. Maybe you guys shouldn't plan any of this, bro. The Nunes wasn't planned. Nunes walking in and facing off with Kayla Harrison wasn't planned, and it was absolutely amazing. This wasn't planned, and it was absolutely amazing. The UFC just needs to let more stuff happen organically, okay? Just do your job as security and don't allow these fights to break out. Don't allow Paddy to go into the damn octagon and then just start throwing haymakers at Ilia Topuria after he just fought Oliveira. Do your job that way. But in a sense of promoting these fights, why in the world is the UFC doing everything that they possibly can to not promote these fights? Like, dude, I would have already had a promotional video out for Paddy the Baddy and Ilia Topuria. I would have already had a promotional video out of Ilia Topuria saying that Arman Tsarukyan should, be his next opponent as long as his back doesn't hurt. as long as his back is fine. Dude, the UFC should be pumping out this content right now. Ilia Topuria is literally spoon-feeding them this. This is what they need to grow the sport. And if the UFC doesn't take this and run with it, I don't know what else. I don't know what else they can do. I don't know what else these athletes can do. Yes, a lot of UFC fighters have not been doing so well to promote themselves, to promote the organization. You know, you got the one in a lifetime kind of guys like Conor McGregor that'll come in and promote and do a fantastic job, and he's going to get his hate, he's going to get his love, he's going to get whatever he gets. But you cannot deny that the dude literally changed the complete trajectory and pathway of the UFC. And I think Ilia Topuria is going to do just that. And you don't have to be an asshole, bro. Ilia Topuria is super, super respectful, dude. If you have done something, if you have proven yourself in this sport, he is going to give you your flowers, okay? He's not going to sit here and disrespect you and call you a bum and a bozo and take away credentials. He's going to give you his respect, but he's also going to knock you out. Just know that. You're not getting away from it. Alexander Volkanovski tried. Boom, unsuccessful. Max Holloway tried. Boom, he got denied as well. And now we got Charles Oliveira, who gets sent to the shadow realm as well. Man, I still can't fathom it. I still can't believe it. I've made this video, by the way, 2 or 3 times now. I made it last night. I was not in the mood. I was so tired. I just had to hit the hay. I just had to hit the hay, reset for a few hours, wake up, get it done in the morning. But I still can't fathom it. Like, I've talked about it for at least an hour. I've sat here, I've yapped this video up, 30-minute video for the first one. I'm going to cut this one a little bit shorter because I don't want to yap that much. But I still can't believe it. I still can't believe it. I'm still here blown away. I have it on my screen right now. I'm actually watching Ilia Topuria literally drop Charles Oliveira. There he is. There he goes. Down goes Charles Oliveira. And it wasn't like a nice, like he drops. It was like dude, Bronx drops forward. His body, okay, this is Dude Bronx, like, just standing, right? Dude Bronx's head drops forward. Then his legs, like, just come in. Like, his knees literally just, like, and then he just, like a fucking lawn chair, bro. Like a lawn chair. There is no better way to say it. He literally slapped him and folded him like a lawn chair. Ilia Topuria is not losing, dude. He's literally about to retire undefeated, like 25-0. He'll probably fight maybe 2 times this year, maybe once next year, 2 more times after that. I don't see him losing. I don't see him losing. This is actually scary. This is unbelievably scary. The insane athlete that Ilia is, the power that he possesses is unbelievable. I figured, okay, it's going to translate good up going into, 155 pounds. But dude, he's not going to be as powerful as he is as a 145 pounder. Holy shit, was I wrong? Holy crap, was I wrong? Ilia Topuria is the new UFC lightweight champion. Congratulations to Ilia Topuria. Can we just book Patty, like, ASAP? Like, can we just have Ilia and Patty fight in... I mean, Ilia took no damage this fight. Ilia literally took absolutely no damage this fight. In his fight against Volk and his fight against Max, he was busted up a little bit. He was bleeding a little bit, this, that. Ilia Topuria has taken no damage. Get him in there ASAP. I want this guy to be 30-0. I want him fighting as many times as possible. I want him beating Khabib Nurmagomedov's record. And dude, I just now realized Ilia Topuria's knockout over Charles Oliveira is #1 trending on YouTube. Wait a second. Wait just a second, bro. Are you serious? There's actually no way. Oh my god! Ilia Topuria knocking out Charles Oliveira is #1 on trending right now, dude. 4.9 million views. That is insane. That is insane, bro. Oh my god. I can't remember the last time a UFC had a clip that actually trended. I can't remember, aside from the Alexander Volkanovski and Max Holloway knockouts, wait, let me check those real quick because those might be up there as one of the most watched videos too. Nah, it's not looking like it. It's not looking. It's probably super watched. There's probably millions of views on it, but it's not like I thought it was like Conor McGregor-esque. You know what I mean? We're UFC 264 post interview type views. It's not. Actually, Patty the Batty versus Luigi Vendramini has more views. That's insane. Yeah, I mean, it's going to catch up. Don't worry. It's going to catch up. It is absolutely 110% going to catch up. That mind-blowing. Yep, set Patty up. Set Patty up and get him that fight in September. Give Ilia 9-10 weeks to prepare for that. Give him a few weeks to rest. September. We like in September, boys. That's 4, 8. Yeah, give him 11 weeks. Give him 3 weeks to rest up, and then another 2 months of training camp. We'll book it right on the 20th, September 20th. Done deal. Let's get it done, UFC. Guys, if you enjoyed the video, drop down, leave a like. Let me know in the comments who you would rather see Ilia fight next. Patty or Arman Tsarukyan? I know Arman Tsarukyan is the #1 contender, and he rightfully deserves that fight. Technically, if you don't sit here and weigh the pulling out that much, Arman Tsarukyan is next. But does he deserve it? Does he deserve it? Is his back gonna hurt? Is his back okay? Is he ready to fight? I don't know. Only Arman Tsarukyan knows that. But I have a feeling that he might pull out with some weirder stuff against Ilia Topuria. Arman Tsarukyan might be screwed, dude. He might have ruined his only chance to become a UFC champion. I probably would have given, after seeing Ilia Topuria last night, I was insanely confident that Islam Makhachev would come in and take this guy out. Holy crap. I don't even know anymore. I'm not sure. I don't even know anymore. I don't think anyone's chin can take any of those shots. I don't care how good your chin is, okay? We saw Max Holloway. The guy that's known for his chin, get absolutely chinned, bro. All right. Anyways, I'm gonna stop glazing Ilia Topuria. It was an absolutely phenomenal match. It was one for the books. This guy is already a legend. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll talk to you next time. Deuces.